Hello everyone. The agenda of today's session is to create a data flow pipeline using the CSV text file. So the basic requirement is for that to a JSON file in it's as well as in Java file in which we have mentioned that in the programs updated over here, which is in JSON format, and this is for the BigQuery schema. This is my BigQuery schema file, the name and type, serial number, name, company name, and employee ID. Same thing I have created in the Java file, just opening it in the notepad. So this is my function transform. The function name is transform line, and I'm changing it to test transform line, and the variable values line is split with the comma, and the variable object new object, and the object serial number first value 0, second value object is name, say third value company, and the fourth value O is the employee ID. And it's changing this Java code into JSON variable JSON string and JSON stringify object return JSON string. That's why it's a the Java format uh, stringify into the JSON. So this Java segment I have saved it here. This is my Java program. This is my JSON program pipeline and the count CSV file. In this, I have mentioned the detail like employee ID, company name, serial number, and the name in the separated value. Okay. Now, the basic requirement for this is to upload this file into the storage. What is the prerequisites? You can see here that for this we require three things. The first one, data flow pipeline, where we create the pipeline for here thing. Another is the storage in which we have upload the data, and this data will go through the pipeline data flow pipeline to the BigQuery. So all these roles is required. The prerequisite is in the service account should be the role of storage admin object, data flow worker, BigQuery admin. As well as we required one firewall rule to open the port 12345 and 12346. As well as the storage bucket should be uploaded with the input file. Apart from that, some quota is required here by default. GCP is providing us the quota limit, which is data pipeline user restrictions, and the GCP is providing the default number of pipeline per project is a 500, and default number of pipelines per organization is 2500. The type of data pipeline is streaming data pipeline, and streaming data pipeline runs a data flow streaming job immediately after its create. And in the batch file, it depend upon the batch programming. In the batch programming, whatever you mention the schedule on the batch file, on the basis of that the pipeline will run. Suppose we have created a pipeline now, and after that we want to run this after 2 days. So after 2 days it will run. Okay. So after that is the main thing of the data pipeline is the data pipeline role. So there are three roles: admin, viewer, and invoker. Admin have the full rights. It can create, delete, anything to do with the pipeline. Viewer has view only roles only, and the invoker can run the job, pipeline job, if he want to using the API. And apart from that, a user must be able to act as the service account used by the cloud scheduler or the data flow being granted the role of IAM service account user. Okay, these are the requirements, and I will upload this file on my uh, website. So on the basis of your query or your email request on my YouTube channel, I will provide this document over the email, or I will share the uh, uh, SharePoint path. From there also you can download it. So we'll start the uh, creating data flow pipeline. So first we'll update the file. Over here is a CSV count. Okay, and once we upload file, we will go to the file, just click here, and you will get the location of the file. GS location is a GS util URL, this, and this says uh, this is required while we creating a job. So now we'll start creating a job. So job name, whatever we want, we can do it. So I'm doing test data flow. Okay, and my reason in which I have created the BPC or the subnet is in East US4 data template. So I'm using here text to BigQuery. So we'll get text file on cloud storage to spammer. No, it's a text file on cloud storage to BigQuery. This one. Also, there are a lot of templates for the pipeline, like cloud bigtable to Avro file or cloud storage. For everyone, every template is a different things or different requirement. So here, first of all, I will show you the text file on cloud storage to BigQuery. Project ID is not asking over here. Text file to okay, and then it's required the Java UDF path for cloud storage. It's a JavaScript. So what is my JavaScript here? I'm just going to the data file. My JavaScript is this one, test transform. So I have to copy this one and paste it here. Then JSON path, JSON file. Next, which is my JSON file here. Just taking the JSON file from here, copying the path. Need to put it JSON path over here. Then JavaScript UDF name is a test transform. I can copy it from here also. Java UDF name is a JS file, and the UDF name is a test transform. I can copy it from here and paste it to this one. Is a required only name, that's why I am removing all other things. Okay, now BigQuery output table. So everything is mentioned over here also. If you have any confusion, you can go through it. It's a step by step JavaScript name here, BigQuery table. For that, we need to provide the, this is my BigQuery table, fully qualified BigQuery table name. So is asking BigQuery output table. Is the output table is in the BigQuery. So I'm just going here. This is my public data. Anything in the any table. These are the tables. In the properties, you can copy the name. Okay, so go to the detail. BigQuery is a table name. Just copy this. So I have I'm going to the database ID and I'm putting it to BigQuery table. just control V, and before this I need to put the GS. So, control. Okay, cloud storage input path. Need to go to the cloud storage, and here in the data. So here I need to create a input, create, go to the input folder, and this is the input path. So configurations, test pipeline, GS. Going back from here, and in the test pipeline is a next one, input. So slash input, I need to put it here, control V, input, temporary big table directory for the temporary directory for big table. So again I'm creating one is temp, so creating folder temp and putting this to here, temp, and the temporary location is also I will put the temp directory, but one more temp directory I will create it here is a temp1. Now it's created, so here I need to put slash tmp1. Once it's created, then I need to go to the is a Google manage only run the job. So also we can use the command line, copy it from here, and REST API we can copy that. So again I'm repeating the configuration from where I have taken the things. So very first I have taken the JavaScript file location from the storage, JSON file location from my storage is the name of the JavaScript test transform, or we can check in the data is a it should be with the name of the test transform. Okay, .js. Then BigQuery input is a BigQuery table. I have created a data set. Inside that is a table test df1. So is inside the techie production is a baby names test df1. So that I have provided here. Then input file, temp file, and temp1. Temp1, temp file, and input I have created in the storage. While going to here, the input temp1 and data in which I have uploaded the data. So once done, need to run the job, see if it's throwing any error or anything. So if here is getting started is a graph view and table view. So I'm going to the graph view. API is throwing the error. Here we can see it. Just click execute detail, and definitely it's related to the uh, beam. So need to check. quota exceeded error. So I'm using a free account, so that's why I think I'm not able to run this resource matrix. It's showing quota exceeded error. So in that case, we need to send an email to GCP to increase the quota limit. So, or also I need to activate this one. This is my free account. So once I activate this, it will automatically set my quota to the default level, which is showing here as 500 pipelines in a project and 25 in the organization. So I have the organization level, and in the organization I have projects. So in the for the project I will request to the GCP. So this is the way to run a data flow pipeline, and for that I will provide you the complete document uh, on my website, techiezone.co.in, or as well as if you will put your request on my YouTube channel, I will uh, provide you this file over the email also. And apart from that, how to create a data pipeline in this file, we have faced a lot of issue while we creating pipeline in the organization. So whatever issues I faced, I have created the document for that. Like objective is the approach one. How can we create the data pipeline? There are two approaches. So is a first one using Python code and shell script. So and another is using classic data flow templates. So I used here classic data flow template. So for that I have faced a lot of issues. Like here, this is my issue or the error message which I uh, received in the GCP console. So for that I have provided the how we can fix that issue. So solutions, whatever issue get, I am providing here with the solution. So every issue with the solution, and everything is here. So we missed one more thing here, to create a firewall rule. So we can create a firewall rule first, because maybe due to that, but it's clearly showing that is related to the quota limit. So create a firewall rule. It's for the df. It's a df network VPC test one. Uh, Ingress priority. I'm giving this to 100, and specify target tags. All incident in the networks. Ingress IP range. I'm allowing this for 0.0.0.0. You don't go with the 0.0.0. For that, you need to go to the your BPC. Go to your BPC and check the uh, CIDR range for this BPC, and put that CIDR range over here. And specific ports you need to open 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, so if I will go to here, so the BPC 1 and 2. So here I can copy this range and create another for BPC 2. So it's a firewall rule, create a firewall rule again, and it's a name it to df1. It's a for 2, it's a 101. Ingress allow specific all net no instance in the network, put the range over here. Okay, and mention the port 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 6. So this is the way to create a firewall rule. And once it will create it, you can clone this Dataflow 01, go to the details which are showing here, and you need to make some changes while you are copying this. You can choose the environment is like US East 4. For that, I'm using this auto select, or you can choose A, B, C, whatever. And then Walker IP is a private one, because in my document is mentioned that for the private IP is, if I'm not choosing here, is a throwing error. So the error is mentioned this one. Okay, this error you can see is a external IP with it. So the job fails due to the external IP access restrictions. So for that you need to choose the private IP and then run the job. So once you run it, in the job graph, job successfully created, and table view, nothing here, graph view, nothing here, and again it's failed. So go to the pipeline, no pipeline is here because already we've received the fail option. So go to the job, and all the jobs are failed. So go to this job, and from here you can check the issues which we created with this pipeline job. So click here. Also, one more thing, in that case, you need to run Beam, data Beam. Beam is a Apache tool. So to run Apache Beam, you need to type this command go get, and I will mention this over here is the first command. So it's installing the Apache Beam, and Apache Beam is a tool which is move the data, or it's required to travel data from the storage to your BigQuery using the data pipeline. So downloading Goland is here, and you can check there is a Python code also. So I have installed this using the Go command, and in a single command the package Beam is getting installed. So I will also provide this to my document. Okay, it's already copied here, so no need to go with that, already saved. So once it done, we'll do again the same thing. We'll re- recreate the job and run it again. So clone it. It's a 02. Same thing. No need to make changes anywhere apart from three status: IP, private, job, US East 4, and select for. I will go with the auto select in the A. Anything in the A, B, C you can choose. So run the job. Job created successfully, but no stage progress graph available. Going to the job, test failed. So again, I hope this is for my quota limit only. So exceeded the quota limit. So as this is the way to create the data pipeline, and I'm getting this because of the quota limit, that is quota exceeded error. So once I increase it, again I will make a video for you guys. But for the test purpose, you can do this in your environment. If you have a fully loaded GCP environment, you can test it, or you can also test it in the POC environment. It will definitely run for you guys. And also, I will upload this to my website, which is techiezone.co.in, as well as if you will comment on my YouTube channel, so I will provide you this document over over the email, or I will share the link to download this folder. Thanks for watching.